What is up, guys? I can hear myself. Let me try to get it where I don't hear myself. Hello, hello. Nope, I still hear myself. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Okay, I don't hear myself. Now let's see if you can still hear me, even though I can't hear myself. Let's see. Okay, I don't hear myself. Now let's see if you can still hear me. Okay, that sounds pretty good. Okay, now I'm gonna share this. Send it out. Okay. And then we'll get started. Let's see, how do I share it? There we go. How do I see viewers, I wonder? I guess I can't see viewers. Alright. Sending it out to people. So exciting. And then let me turn my stuff on silent. Whoa, what was that noise? I heard a noise, but I don't know what it was. Okay. Everything look good? Everything sound good? Are we all set? If so, I'm gonna start playing Planet Zoo. Okay, so there are two voice things. Let me see if I can hear it so that I can see what it sounds like. Okay, so there are two voice things. Let me see if I can hear it so that I can see what... You know, I'm not hearing what you're hearing. You have two windows open. I think you might actually just have two windows open because I just listened to it on my phone and it sounded fine. So I don't know. it sounds like. Okay, so there are two voice things. Let me see if I can hear it. Okay, well, that sounds good to me. So I'm going to go ahead and start playing Planet Zoo. And yeah. So I got it up on my phone too, so I should be able to still see chat. And let's get started. So this is technically my 3.0, y'all's 2.0, because I did try to recreate this like 2 years ago. And then I never uploaded it. I never finished it. I started it and then I didn't do it again. What was that sound? What the heck? What? Why? Why did you think? Why? Okay. So this is what I have so far, and I do have a YouTube video ready. I am just editing like the little last bits of it, but yeah. So, I guess I'll take you around, since we started it. So this is a recreation of my first zoo. The first zoo that I ever uploaded, what? Okay, let's figure out this audio thing. Sounds like so I have one audio capture. Oh, it does have my desktop audio. Oh, it does have my desktop audio. Audio input. Audio input. Hello, 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 hello. Oh, well, I can't hear. Hello.
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 Does it still
sound?
Hello, hello, hello.
Like weird?
Hello. Oh, well, I can't hear.
On my side, it sounds fine.
Like
Like it doesn't sound weird at
Does
all.
it still sound like weird? On my side, it sounds fine. Like it doesn't sound weird at all.
There's an echo. What am I doing? Okay.
So there should not be an echo now. What am I doing? There should no longer be an echo. Because I thought that clicking what I just clicked was giving. There should not be an echo now. There should now no longer be an echo. Because I thought that clicking what I just clicked and then was giving the audio thing. So now it should be fine. I mean, okay, it might be a little bit delayed, but there should not be an echo now. I think that's right. What? I mean, okay, it might be a little bit delayed, but there should not be an echo now. It was playing audio back to me, but now it is not. So you shouldn't hear the echo now. Okay, let me try this. So now, does it sound like odd? You should now no longer be able to hear Planet Zoo. Because it just turned my desktop audio off and audio input. Hi, Dow. Okay, so my voice sounds better. Okay, with that, I turned off desktop audio. So now it should only be game capture and then my mic. Voice still echoing. What could that be? Like, I mean, we could maybe look at this. Does it sound better now? Hello, hello. Okay. I think there was 4 mics open at one time. So I turned 3 off, and now there should just be the 1. Okay. Now let's play Planet Zoo. Okay. And I don't know what that noise was. Like the little chime? I don't know what that was all about. But this is the zoo. So, that noise. What is that noise? Oh, it's just the sound when people chat. Okay, okay. So it's just the sound when people chat. Okay. So, that makes more sense. I was really confused. So, I'm recreating the first ever zoo that I made, and this is what I have so far. And I figured while I am going to make like a full YouTube video for you guys, we could also go on stream together and do it that way. So let me get this back up on my phone so that I can see everyone's comments and do it that way. Okay. So let's get started. So when you first come into the zoo, I wanted it to be kind of like a classical, like brick zoo, while still keeping in the red theme. So that's what that looks like. And this will have like more decorations and stuff. I'm just doing it as we go. But I wanted to get like the big things out of the way. And then you come over here. This is the red panda habitat. And when you come into the red panda habitat, this is what it looks like. Very cutesy. And then you can look into there and see them roaming about, hanging about, and such. And then you come over here, and I've started to like lightly decorate, like as I see space for it. Thank you! But here is like the guest view into their habitat. And then I wanted, so another thing is I've been playing this game for 6 years. So I want to be a little bit more strategic with everything. So I have like each habitat is planned out beforehand with like how big I want it to be. And that way I can like move it around based on where I want it to be and such. But what I already did is I did the orangutans. So we have our red primates over here, and we did the orangutans here in their habitat. And then we have the red ruffed lemurs here, and there's their habitat. And then now I'm working on the red river hog. So I have a lot of their stuff already set up, but I mean we can finish it here now. So I kind of decorated it here, and then we have like this little thing, and you like look into their habitat. So most of this is already done. I just need to like put in like some extra trees. So let's bring the trees from the actual habitat itself so that like the habitat is cohesive with the surroundings. It doesn't look like the habitat's out of place with like different trees or something. We'll bring those over, and then we'll bring these over. We'll put these in. Very nice. I think that looks pretty natural. And then what else do we have in here? So we have those brambles. Oh, the guests are walking all into those. Oh, let's move this over and out so that the guests aren't like literally running into it. Because, like, in real life, they would just avoid this. They wouldn't, like, just walk right in. Here we go. That looks a little bit more natural. Okay. So, I mean, I guess that's really it. I could bring some of, let's see, do I have these? Yeah, I could bring some of these over here That way the zoo itself is more cohesive. Like, yeah, if I bring this in, that looks nice. Okay. We will add her. Maybe I'll add a little bit right there. A little bit over here. And then, like, maybe we'll do some right here. Actually, I need to redo it so that it's aligned to the surface. Oh no. Very nice. I like how that's looking. And then I might stick another one in right there. And bring it down. Very nice. That's looking good and overgrown. Okay. So the next habitat that I need to work on is for the red deer. This was not in my original zoo, so I don't have like anything to go off with it. But I mean, I don't know, like there will be this area here that goes around. So we could potentially just curve this over and around and do it that way. I think that's what we'll do. So let me bring this size up here. Smooth this all out. Like this. Very nice. I do like the way that's looking. Okay, and then what kind of like barrier should I do? I am definitely over the you know, I don't like how this looks. Let's maybe we'll make it curve out. And then well, let's go around, because this is going to be like a big area and you like just go around, and then maybe I'll have like a little path right here. So let's do, well, this is the kangaroo and the wallaby, so this one will probably be confined, and then like the fox will be here. So let's have it to where this path, wait, let's delete that too. This path goes like that, and then we'll have this path think I like that. And then, am I gonna have the deer, like, sat in there? I think I might. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and delete that, because we know where it's gonna be. And then, I think I might have the terrain flattened here, to where it kind of like, oh wait, shit. Oh, that's a hill, okay. So we'll come out like this. Okay, and that way, like, I don't think I want them to be able to, them being the visitors, I don't think I want them to be able to visit the fallow deer from here. So this might be a building, like a little small one. And then, like, you'll be able to come right here and view them. Like, maybe right here. And then, obviously, like, this upper path, you'll be able to view them from. So, yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Kind of curve this out. Okay, good. That looks perfect. And I guess let's work on the building first, and then we'll work on, like, the surrounding area. So, as far as the building, I think I'm gonna take probably the same wood that I use for the red pandas. That way it's, like, a little bit more cohesive. Because the red pandas currently is the only one that used that wood. So we'll use the New World wood. New World. And here, let me use this. I think I want to go for like this building. Now that I look at that building, I kind of hate it. It's just very square. I don't think I like that, but that's not what we're working on right now. What we're gonna work on is, I think I'm literally just gonna, like, set, like, a shack here. Like, nothing too crazy, just, like, yeah, just, I think I'm literally just gonna do 3 and then 2 wide. Yeah. I think I like that. And then we'll kind of do what I did over there, where the keeper gate is attached to it. Like that. Like the keeper gate is attached to the building instead of, like, being detached. And then I'm gonna add a space in the middle here for the deer to actually walk through. like that. Very nice. And then how do I want to do the sides? Great question. Well, if we look at the New World ceilings, like the ceilings that are supposed to go with it, we have like just the metal clad, like that, which could work. Or we have like the vertical wooden. I think I might use the vertical wooden, even though it's not red. I think that's what I'm gonna go with. So we'll lift it up. And I actually don't like the 2. I think we're gonna go with a 1. Yeah, like that. And then I'll bring that. I don't like that. I don't like that. And that one's too big. Yeah, I'm not into that. Here's what I'm gonna do instead. I don't know what I'm gonna do instead, actually. I feel like when I'm playing Planet Zoo, like, most of what I actually am doing is just, like, looking up, like, Pinterest or looking up, like, different little things. So it's actually not the best game for streaming because I don't know what I'm doing half the time. And that's just me being so real. Half the time I'm playing this game, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of winging it. But, if I duplicate this and bring it over, is that gonna line up? Of course not. Why would it? And that's like definitely not lined up. Okay, how does it look over here? Oh, it's way taller. Okay. Like this? Oh, wow. Is this what it did? No, a little bit wider, like that. Does that look right? Not, not even. Okay. And if I lay that down. Whoa! Okay. We're gonna go in just a smidge. So now that looks right. Okay. And then maybe what I can do, because the thing that I didn't like about the pitched roof was that it wasn't at the same height. So what if I bring this over to like right here? Yeah, like that. And then line it up here. And then if I do the same thing over here, it should meet. Maybe I'll bring this over a tad. And then up. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that looks really good. Okay. So then I just need to fix whatever is happening here. So we're gonna bring this up. And then, yeah, like that. And then with this, I'll bring this up. It looks like it's like having a little bit of a glitch there. That's perfect. And then this is glitching just ever so slightly. Perfect. Okay. Doing good so far. And let me go back to the wood. Whoa. Bring that back down. Yeah, that. That. And it probably just needs a 1. And then I'll have to bring that down manually. Like, oh no. Oh right, because it's not a pitch. Duh. So this is what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to split this, do this, until this fits. Pull that up, like that. And then we'll take her, duplicate, angle snap, boom, and snap her into position. Just like that. Okay. And then right here will be, well, this is just going to be a door for them. So they can just go through anyways. And then let me do the same thing over here. So we'll take you, put you there, there, put you there, take you, just like that. Then duplicate, move over. Perfect. All right. So now I can start trying to figure out what kind of barrier I'm wanting to do. So we'll have our little gate here. And I'm going to try to make this as even as possible. That is pretty good. Make this null. So I'm going to need something here so that they can't get, like, the visitors can't see into here, because I don't want this being crowded. And then, yeah, I guess viewing will start right here. And then it will curve around to be able to view right here because the kangaroos will start there. So we'll need another like blockage, which I could just do like that. And then we'll have, oh, let me move this up. And then we'll have where they can view. Okay. That's pretty good, I would say. I'm liking that so far. So, I'm trying to think like what type of barrier I could put up to where they, like, the guests wouldn't be able to see. But it would look natural in like a zoo. I guess I could just make it to where they can't access this. So then this will just be their habitat would start. Let's see if I move this inwards like that. And then there. And then move it out. Is that good? And honestly, because it's deer, right? There wouldn't be like any crazy barrier for deer. And I don't think they get shy. That could be a foreshadowing moment. They might get super shy in this much space, may not be good. So I'm wondering if like it would look weird to just low-key just use like a chain link fence. That looks pretty natural. Do I love that? I don't know yet. I mean, I just don't think they would have like anything too crazy for deer. Like an actual zoo wouldn't. Let me see what examples are. Pulling up Pinterest. While I'm doing this, I can look. No, most of the gates are just like taiga. See that? Like taiga gates. So I really like that viewing that this person has. It's like, well, it's the same photo, but it's like a curved like viewing platform. I might implement that into my zoo. Let's see. Let's see what we might do. I'm looking for other options. Hmm. Yeah, I think the best option is gonna be like, ooh, wait. So, like, this was, I keep saying like, and it's kind of pissing myself off. So this is a little bit higher than normal. So what if I brought this out? Like this. I guess I'm gonna have to bring it all out, kinda. Ooh, okay, that's ugly. But that's okay, because I don't think I want this to be visible either. So kind of bring this out to meet this. Which means I want this to come out a little bit more. And then here, here, here. Yes. And then it meets around like that. Okay. Looks crazy right now, and I need to bring back up the size reference so that I don't accidentally make their habitat too small. So this is what they need. So let's, oh, let me turn angle snap back off. They need at least this much space. So that should be fine. This should definitely be fine. So let's take it like this. We're gonna take this barrier, boom, 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 and then, nope. Thanks, Mom! I don't want it to go out that way. Okay. So this would be like the middle. So then, I'm not liking that curve. It's like here. Oh right, there has to be a straight one. I'm just gonna do null barriers. Because that is so confusing, and I don't want to deal with that right now. So instead, we're gonna do, maybe like the stone, like the European stone, and I could take it like that. Yeah, kind of like that. Except these would also have to be circles. Is that right? Yeah. No, that is right. Yeah. Okay. So then move this out a little bit. Like right there. And then we can put, no. have to take this out. That would be the middle. Oh God. How do you make it look right from the path? I think this is what I'm gonna have to do. Huh? And then like that? I don't know. Let's cover this up. Because I am not liking how that path looks. Not one bit. Okay, wait. Let me move this out of the way. And then let me try to do the path correctly. I may have to move this path out a little bit. Use this path will go out. And we'll bring it out here. Like that. And then let me move this back over here. Like right there. So now what I should be able to do, start from the middle. And let me move this. Kind of. But then that allows us to cover it up. Like this. Yeah. And then we'll take the path out like that. And bring you out like this. Oh, that looks like something bad. Let's not do that. Let us not do that. Instead, let's raise the group up a little bit. Like this. And then I'm gonna take this, split from group, come out a little bit, and then down. And then come out a little bit, and down. Yeah, like that. So it's just a stair, like a little staircase into it. And then let me make this path more even. Like that. Perfect. Okay. And then we'll make the barrier here. Where's it start? Like right here. Out. That. Oh, there we go. That was pretty good. That's pretty good. No. Okay. So then we need to build something to where they can go in there. Okay. So now we've got that figured out. Now what would be right here so that they don't go into it? I guess I can move this over too. You can be chain link. And then you can be chain link. There we go. And then this is pretty fine. I think I'm actually gonna move this barrier out a little bit. Because I'm okay with them viewing it from right here. And then not right here. Yeah, like that. And then over here, I don't love that. So over here, what we'll do is it will, I guess, also curve, kinda, huh? Oh, but not like that. Okay. We'll just do a straight one. And then out. And then I'm fine with them viewing it from right here too. So I'm bring the check link. This, and then this is where I don't want them to view it anymore. This. And I don't know what I'm gonna like put there to prevent them. But yeah, I don't want them to go in there. So let's copy whatever's going on right here. And not all of it though. Split all groups. So I will just select this. And we'll put you Whoa. Over here. Kinda like that. Yeah, and I don't know if they're gonna like this little apple tree. And then these little rocks. Right, there they are. Oh no, I split the group. Give me these rocks. Perfect. And then I'll move some more of these little bushes over here. I can just put them in these rocks. And then out. Just like that. And then take some of these, put them down. Up a little bit. Perfect. Very nice. Very good. I could even bring you inwards. Ooh, this is not level. So I'll move you in and then out. This. And then you're not level either. I think it's because it's like right on the hill. I just don't want it to look like it's floating, kinda. Oh, and this is also floating. So I'll move you over like this. And then in. And then down. And then I think it's good. Nothing else like is really looking like it's floating. Very good. It needs something right here. I think I might do another apple bush. Like right here. I put random rotation on. So that, ooh, that, and then we'll bring all of these down. Like that, and let me move this one in. Something like that. Okay. Thoughts so far going into the habitat? Do we like the little building? Do we like the little viewing area? Do we like around it? What are our thoughts? I only have 4 people in here, so there's not gonna be a lot of thoughts. I'm realizing. Awesome. Okay. So let's start getting some deer in here and seeing like what it looks like as far as vibe. We'll get in here. Thank you. So I want to make sure that they're actually red. Like, this guy's red-brown, but this guy is gray-brown, so I'm gonna get Bart, even though Cameron's better. Because Bart is actually red-brown, but both Josie and Rosie are gray-brown. I am going to buy Rosie, just so that I can reset. Okay, so just only show me females then. I'll buy both females, reset. Can I get a red one, please? Okay, red-brown, but she's like super small. Okay, red-brown, but not fertile, which I guess is fine for this zoo. In a lot of other zoos, I like to like prioritize the conservation and the actual like breeding and like trying to get like really cool like coats and stuff, or like mutations. But for this zoo, because the focus of the zoo is the actual like build itself and not the animals, which is what a typical zoo is about. Oh, that one's really good stats and it's red. And then how many can they have? Like, is it a lot? But my whole point with that was that we didn't need to do that for the zoo because it's the actual like building instead of the animals. 1 male, 8 females. I think I have 4. Oh, they're both red, so I'm not gonna get Becca. 1 more reset. She's pretty good. And she's pretty good. Okay, so now it wasn't giving me any red. Now it's only giving me red. Okay. So we have a lot of deer to sift through. Obviously, Bart is our only male, so that's fine. You're gray-brown, so quick trade. You're red-brown, dark brown, trade. Red-brown, 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 gray-brown. Ugh, and you're sick, because of course you're sick. Okay, I'll send her to the quarantine so that we can sell her. And then, let's look, red. Oh, this one's gray-brown. We'll sell. Red, 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 gray. It's moving. Red, gray. Red, 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 gray, red. Red, 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 red. Oh, dark brown. Wait, are you a different one? What the heck? Go to the quarantine. Wait. Go. trade. Red. Red. Okay, so now we only have red until those two get out. And the red ruff lemur's about to have babies. Let's go look. And they did have little babies. Aww. That's literally so cutie patootie. I love little lemurs. I don't think I've ever seen a red ruff lemur at a zoo before. I've seen like your stereotypical like ringtail lemur, but not the like red ruffed lemurs. And a gold. Okay. Period. And then I think the red pandas, they have 3 in here. They do. So these 2 are elderly, and then Ding Bang is an outsider. So let's sell Ding Bang. And then are you guys done in the quarantine? Oh, I had 2 other hogs in here. We'll put the hogs back in here. These are the Red River hogs. First of all, oh wait, editing, stop. You're so ugly. Like, I know that, like, stereotypical, like the pigs, they're not, like, crazy ugly. But these guys, like, I don't know, something is off about them. But I guess they're, like, pigs. Like, they're not supposed to be, like, very nice looking. But yeah, that's why I made this, like, statue here. I thought it was fitting. And then, once these deer are done, which looks like they're both in the vet, then we can put the regulars in. So ugly, they're cute. Yeah, I guess. Their little ears are interesting. I don't know. They just look... Like, I think their face confuses me, is the thing. I think their face just confuses me. Okay. So, I really need to build, like, a vet over here. Because the only vet right now is this one. And so they're literally having to run, like, from here to here to take them to the vet. I didn't think about that. I probably should have done that before putting them in. I'm actually gonna change where this chat is, because it is kind of in the way. And then let me, like, whoa. Let me, like, size it down a little bit. There we go. Because it was just a little bit in the way before. they still not in here? Are they in the other quarantine? Like, why is it taking so long? Let me see what's going on in here. Obviously, it's taking so long. They put them in the other quarantine. Okay, and I'm just gonna release them to the wild so that we don't confuse them. And then you'll go to the trade center. Okay. So now we can figure out. So you will be coming in. And I think Anne will be coming in. Unless Anne is. Oh no, Anne is good. So Jixen and Anne and who is the male? Bart. Okay, and then other than those, is Alice good? Okay, Ivy's the one I need to sew. And pretty good, yeah. So Carmen, Glynis, Alice. I don't really need any of those, so we'll just put those in. And I guess while we're waiting for the staff, we can go look at the orangutans. They're just hanging out. Oh, we actually do have baby orangutans somewhere. Yeah, we did. Unless they already grew up and might have. Oh wait, no, is that one? Yeah, there is one. A little baby. So you'll see in the actual, like, YouTube video whenever I put it up, but whenever I was recording for the orangutans, like, these little babies were giving me so much trouble because I was trying to make a natural barrier here, but right here, the babies, like, I don't know if they're just like Spider-Man or what, but they were climbing these rocks and getting over. So I had to go through so much just to make it to where they could, like, no longer get over here. But yeah, I'm actually, like, really proud of how, like, this habitat came out. It looks really good. And then the red pandas is fine. Like, the habitat itself is fine. I think the main thing for that is the actual, like, structure. And yeah, the orangutans, they are really cute. Yeah. I really love how the orangutans look. The lemurs are just kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie. But that's okay. So our deer should be done now. Let's go ahead and send them in. Oh my gosh, it's snowing in my zoo. We're about to have some snow. I don't know which animals are going to be upset about that. Let's see. The snow looks really pretty though. It's just not what I wanted when I'm editing the zoo. So, that sucks. Man, it's like a blizzard. Okay. Well, I guess we're just gonna have to work around it. just so bad. Okay, let's pause this. I guess I'm just gonna work around it. Oh my goodness. I wanted to actually be able to see. Wait, I have an idea, actually. I'm just gonna put heaters around. That way I can actually see what we're doing. There we go. So I'm gonna put them in. And that should allow me to actually see what's going on. Unless they're not powered. Okay. Well, that's another problem for another time. So let's just try to work with this. As far as the barriers, I think I'm gonna look up property wood or material wood. And let's see what options are available. I get too used to either using the conservation New World or Arctic wood. It's just too good. But that's why I'm doing like this challenge, and that's why it is a challenge, is because it makes me like go out of my comfort zone. Which is what you should always like strive to do. You should always strive to like go out of your comfort zone. Does this look too Asian? Like this pole? It is red. Actually, I'm gonna use the East Asia instead. We'll use the East Asia. And here's how we're gonna do it. So I'm gonna move this in like this. Yep. And yep. Oh wait, let me make sure that this height is good for them first. Right now I'm doing like a fence. Oh, were you asking the animal? It's the red deer. We're gonna put the red deer in. So I just need more short grass, but yeah, the actual height is okay. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this, and then does it look weird if I add this as like, I'm kind of thinking that I do like that, and then connect it, kind of like that. Oh, I have random rotation on. Let me turn that back off. Okay. Yeah, kind of like this. Oh wait. This. And then we'll this. Turn angle snap back on. Move it to its... that. Unless I do it like this. No. We're just gonna have to do it manually. Oh, I don't like that. Why is it sideways? Okay. And then... what is going on? Why? The axis is so weird. What is happening? Okay, I don't like that axis, so we're not gonna be using that because it looks so strange. So instead, I will thank you. Thank you so much. Let me see. I feel like I'm gonna spend forever on just this and not actually get to the actual habitat. So we're gonna scratch this and I'm gonna go to something more simple that I know will work, and we'll make adjustments later. So these beams I know will work, and I also know that they will not have a weird axis. Kind of like this. Perfect. And then let me sink it in so that it looks like it's just like connecting. And then we'll put the angle snap back on. There we go. Okay, that looks way better. Even though it's not like what I pictured, we'll try to see about recoloring it. I wonder if that's actually big enough that they won't jump it. I think they will probably jump that. So let's make it a little bit bigger. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Let me move this over so that I can figure this out. And then we'll duplicate. Like that. And then we'll move this back in. Perfect. And then all we have to do is move, oh, make sure sure I'm on the right axis. Oh, technically I am. So I'll move this in, over, until we get it right. And then this will be the fence that we use. Perfect. And a little bit. And move this over again so that I can bring these over too. Put that inwards. And then we'll move this in. Actually, let me move this over slightly. Yeah, like that. Okay, cool. And then this will be a group. And that way, we can just copy it on over however many times we want. And it will be on its own axis as well. That way we don't have to worry about like sticking to that same axis every time. And I actually want this one to come out straight. Like that. That. And then we'll slowly curve it as it comes around here. Yeah. And this will look really nice once there's foliage in there too. Like right now, I mean, right now it looks so bland because it's just snow. But I did not anticipate snow. Also, might I add, if you look down here, it's snowing in April. I did not have a giraffe yet. So this is like a rainbow zoo. This is actually the first zoo that I did in Planet Zoo, and I'm recreating it. I'm actually gonna play this while I'm explaining this, so hopefully the snow goes away. But right now we're in red, so all of the animals that are red, and then later in yellow there is giraffes. So that will be the next part of the Rainbow Zoo, but I have to finish red first. We're on the red deer now, and then we have 4 other animals, as you can see, barely, here. So this will probably be a combined habitat with the kangaroo and the redneck wallaby. And then I have the red fox here. And then we'll have the cranes here. And you can't see because it's snowing. So I'm just gonna get that going. It's now May. Okay, there we go, there we go. I'm just gonna pause this before any other major weather events go. Now, do I like this in when it's not snowing? Yes, but I don't like how that goes in. So I'm just gonna bring this out. and over a little bit. And then the other ones we'll make micro adjustments to later. I want to at least get this habitat looking good before I get off. So then this will be the end. And what do I want to put here? Do they have enough terrain? Because if they do, I might just cut their habitat off a little bit. Oh yeah, they have plenty. Let's just cut this off. So I'm gonna cut it here. And then we're gonna bring this into here. Like that. Oops. I could just bring it over completely to where it's like that. Yeah. So then I can just delete these. No problem. And now that is the habitat. Do they still have enough terrain? Oh yeah, they have so much terrain. We could actually cut this in half. Actually. And you know what? I think I might do that. I think I might do that. So, oops. Let's see. Oh wait. Controls. There we go. I might just cut it. Like that. Boom, 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 boom. And then do they still have enough? Yes. Yeah, they have plenty. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Because they do still have plenty and we don't have foliage in there yet. And the foliage may make it to where it's not as much space that they have. There we go, there we go. Okay. And then what would a natural barrier look like? I'm not really seeing any options, so what I might do for now is I might make this concrete until we can find a better solution. So let's start, oh, not you, start here to there. I'll make that concrete until we can find out something else. So the thing about facilities, like staff facilities, is that the guests don't like them. So because they don't like them, I have to keep the guest out of this radius. And if I don't, then they get really pissed off at me. So it would potentially be enough if I cut this path. Ooh, wait, you might be onto something. Because this habitat and this habitat are going to be shared, like they're going to be a combined habitat, and it's going to take up this whole section, and then the guests are going to be able to walk through it. So they don't need this, they can just go through the habitat. Boom, 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 boom. And then we will connect these. That. And then I'm actually going to change how that looks. Because it looks kind of ugly. So we'll bring this out. Curve it kind of like this. There we go. And then yes, now we can put, oh my gosh, I just realized that's actually perfect, because now this whole backside that I was trying to cover up, I can just put a building there. Genius. Okay. So facilities, go to staff facilities, vet surgery. I'll put a vet here first, because you are right, we do need one. I'll like this. Perfect. And then I might as well, what do I have over here? A keeper hut, quarantine, and the staff center. Wait, let me make sure I'm not going into the paths. No, I'm good over here, and I'm good over here. But I think that might actually be all that we can do. Wait, look at this one. That's really cutie. And if we made that red, I'm not gonna use that though, because I want to use my own stuff, but we could go off that vibe. Okay. So let me keep this here for now. Okay, so this is what we're working with. Very nice, very good. And then let's work on this now. So I know that I want to use the New World wood. So let's see what options are available. And I'm going to build it on this group. I know, but it's a pre-made one, and I want this zoo to be all of my stuff. I don't want it to be too much pre-made stuff. So I could put it there, and then put it there. And then, oh, that kind of makes that. I might just line it up like this. And then the inside walls can be this. Like that going into it. But there won't be like an outdoor into it. That way it doesn't look kind of weird. And then we'll put another thing here. And then I'm going to take all of that. And we're going to split it from the group. Potentially raise it up. Unless, can the guests see above that? Let's see. Ooh. No, they cannot. Okay, let's use these guests as my meter here. We're gonna have to... Oh wait, let me make this like glass or something so that I can see through it. There we go. We're actually gonna have to make these 1 meter high instead, I think. Yeah. Okay, the 1 meter high is perfect, but the 2 meter is too much. Let's do 1 meter there, and 1 meter here. Ooh, okay. And then this is gonna be the wall, so this can go up 1 more. Like that. This can go up 1 more like this. And then I'm gonna take this, this, and this, split that from the group, duplicate it, send it up like this. And then you can get like really close to them without being in it. You know? And then I could just keep this as a barrier. And then these would go... Alright, see you later. Love you. Okay, let's pull this up. Oh, I don't love... Let's split this from the group. And let's bring it in. And I guess out. So that I don't see it there. Yeah, that's better. And then we'll just edit this to where it matches up with the path. Like that. And then this will go up. Like this. And I guess once more. Perfect. Okay, and then let me pull this up like that. And like that. Okay. And then I'm considering... I don't know how else I want to do this. we may end up having to come back to this because this, unfortunately, is taking longer than I expected. And I am getting tired. I have been streaming for 2 hours now, but y'all starting to get tired a little bit. It looks like we did not meet our subscriber goal, but hopefully the more consistent that I'm posting and the more that I upload like the videos, we bring TikTok over, we start streaming, that more and more people will end up coming over. So definitely look forward to that. But for now, I think I might end it here and then we'll jump back in on we'll likely jump back in tomorrow if I feel like it. If not, I will definitely be streaming again on Tuesday. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and drop it here. I